Hey guys, it's PlazmaScream, and this week we're actually going to be talking about a store character, and that character is one of the best characters you could ever buy out of the store, one of the best carries in the store, and one of the best carries in the game, period. And that character is Arrow, Green Arrow. And at first glance, you're probably not going to believe me. He doesn't seem that crazy. Might seem kind of average, below average, I don't know. Passive doesn't seem that good. Special 1 doesn't seem that good. I don't get it. What's so good about him? Well, you are about to find out. That is not what we're going to fight. That is a very low stat player. I don't know why they messed me up with that. I'm not going to bully people that have elite zeros. Give me someone who's actually got some characters. I mean, kinda. Whatever, dude. Let's just get in there. But the reason why he's so good is because he has one of the best special 2s in the entire game. It hits so unbelievably hard, way harder than it has any business to, and that's because he actually gets a double damage increase from his special 2 minigame. And first off, we're just going to go ahead and do that. Immediately tag in. I would like to tag in, please. Thank you. Block. Block. Okay. And did not one shot. Oh, there it goes. Buddy, you're dying. Don't block this. And see if I can get some sense. 197,000 damage on that second hit. So, what I was saying a moment ago is Arrow Green Arrow gets a double damage increase on his special 2. When you go for a minigame on a special, you get a damage increase depending on the score you got on it. It'll list the minimum damage on the card when you click on the profile, but that damage will go higher than that depending on the score you got. And that will determine the damage you do. Well, that actually happens for Arrow Green Arrow twice. Going to do that. You're so dead if I do this crit. Oh yeah, and then oh look at that damage. I'm gonna destroy her. I don't care if you block this. You're dead. Get out of here. And you're dead too. See ya. And 2%. Oh yeah, there we go. This just does crazy damage. He hits so hard because he gets a double damage increase on that special 2. There are not many characters in the game that get that benefit. There are very few. And this is one of the best ones. And not just because special 2's damage output, because as you've already seen, it's very fast. We're already in match 3. We are flying through his fights. It's not hard. Okay, so I'm actually going to do DOT immunity. KC, yeah, he's going to do that. I can't tag out, unfortunately, because that's a bit of a bug. But we don't need Batman. He is going to die. And keep going, 2%. Nice. Oh, right through his block. You cannot defend it. He does too much damage. I'm pretty sure he had block gears too. Otherwise, it would have done like 35k. But it didn't matter. That is a little bit of a problem with Arcanite Batman in the first slot. It's not a Green Arrow problem. It's just a AK Batman problem. If you have him in the first slot, and you most likely will most of the time, you kind of need to have like either Astro Harness on him, which we don't, or, and I hate to say this, but the Mother Box gear on a teammate. This is why we want Totem and Rags. That way we can just not care about Killer Frost. Okay. And you are dead. Please crit. Didn't crit, but this will absolutely destroyed. And you're so dead. I'm 18% because everyone's gonna die anyway. Okay, watch this. I was trying to chain it. I'll show you in a minute. Next match, I'll try to get the chain. So I do the 2 hits on his light combo, and then follow up with push 2 right after, because that is one of the ways you can actually chain push 2. But you gotta be quick about it. If you somehow do not KO with the arrows from special 2, you can actually chain the, when they're flopping around like a fish, chain that into his basics, and then chain that to special 2. So like if they somehow survive, you can just make that so they will die. So right away, I'm actually going to do a special one because I want to try and stun this Batman. I didn't mean to do a second one, but it's okay. Just stun again. Nice. And blow him up. 2%. Didn't need it, but I did so much damage. Okay, and good. Okay, so I might actually not be able to do any basic attacks just yet. Oh, there we go. Can I get it? Can I get it? Oh, yeah. Perfect. Beautiful. Just one shot, then just two Superman. Lovely. Well, that is the whole ladder. We just completely breezed through those fights. That was easy peasy. No issues, really. 3 minutes, very easy to do. Arrow is a menace. Well, that is, how I use them normally. But there are a few other ways you can go about using them. One thing you could do is you can actually use Astro Harness on him. And what's nice about Arrow is Special 2 is so fast that you can do like 3 Special 2s with Totem if you're getting KOs with it before the barrier even goes down, which is really nice. It's so fast that by the time they tag in, his barrier will still be up. They'll try to attack you, and then you just get a freeze unblock Special 2. The problem with that is you don't hit quite as hard, but the protection is very nice. I like having protection on very fast carries like Arrow because the Special 2 is being fast is kind of in some cases, not often, but some cases, kind of a bad thing. I know it's sounds a little crazy, but like if you knock somebody out so fast and then they tag in someone who's got like Astro, Totem, Death Card, like a Jessica Cruz on a full Green Lantern team, or like a Ninja Batman who's got Totem and Death Cards, or Joker, someone who's like a really scary, powerful Special 2, and they tag in on you, and you can't immediately tag out because you just tagged him in a second ago. Your carry is going to be in a really bad spot. I don't typically run Astro Harness on my carries, but this is very valid for Arrow in particular if you wanted. Another thing you could do is just run Let's Go Helmet on him. That way you get the protection from the block buff from the helmets, and you don't have to run Astro on him, and you get the damage increase on top of that. You get defense and offense in the same gear. Love it. Really good gear. But if you did something like this is something you could do. You could run Astro Harness on him and then Mother Box on Reverse Flash. I do not like this at all, but as you saw earlier, there was a Lord Joker that had a bar of power at the start of a fight from Razor Scimitar, and he actually was able to use that bar of power immediately, and I couldn't tag out. I couldn't do anything about it. Like before I could even move, he goes to Special 1 and he just knocks out my Batman. So kind of a problem for AK Batman if you don't run either Astro Harness on Batman or Mother Box on a teammate to get rid of that starting bar power. The Astro will protect him from anything like that happening, and also if an opponent has particularly fast basics, they won't be able to hit him. Because what's going to happen when AK Batman's passive, it's going to activate, you're going to pick your buffs, but right after that, the opponent is going to immediately try and swing on him and do damage to him. That can be a good thing for you because then you can tag in Arrow, and because he's not running Death's Card, he really appreciates the opponent trying to hit him, because when they're doing that, he gets free reign to just go for Special 2 right away, knock them out, and they will not block it. They will not block it, and he can just knock them out for free. So that is great, because he's not running Death Card to get him the easy, first KO. You can run Master Death Card with him, but if you do that, you definitely want to have like Regime Green Lantern, given to him so he can actually chain it. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of hard to do that, to get the guaranteed inconsistent chains. So if you have Arrow using Razor Scimitar and Totem, it's really nice to have AK Batman with them because it kind of has really good synergy there, because they're going to try to attack Batman as he picks the buffs, and then you can immediately tag out into Green Arrow and then just get the free Special 2 to knock him out. That's really nice. And also you got the, you don't need a crazy good gear shatter with Arrow because he's so strong. He can just destroy any person with a health threshold effect, like Raven Prime, as you already saw, Move to Shazam, Astro Harness, John Stewart Shields. He doesn't care about any of that stuff. He is so freaking powerful. He will rip them to shreds. He does not care. But you still kind of want to have a good gear shatter. It's, you may as well for a really good carry. You don't want to give him two nobodies, may as well give him some good teammates. I would choose, one of the better supports, AK Batman. And we also have DOT here. If something happens to Arrogant Arrow, that way you can still win with DOT gears from the Master Death card Ibistic interaction. And also the stun from Batman Special 1, very appreciated for Arrogant Arrow. That way he can tag in while they're stunned. Special 2, they can't defend it, they get knocked out. So lots of good synergies with AK Batman and Arrogant Arrow. You could run Batman Prime if you didn't have AK Batman. That's another good pick for this team because Arrogant Arrow, he already hits so hard, but then if he gets even more damage on top of that, that's amazing. Then he's hitting, way harder. He's getting like almost 150k in that first hit, and then like well over 200,000 damage on the second and third hit each, which is insane. So that's like complete overkill, but you could definitely do that. Reverse Flash doesn't have to be Reverse Flash. You can kind of do anybody here, but he's a really good tank. So I like to have Reverse Flash here. If you did run Astro on Batman, unfortunately you might have to replace it over Ibistic, which means you lose out on the DOT. But that way you do get protection for AK Batman. So there's some some trade-offs there. You can also do this.